Pot sales have gone sky high in Colorado since the state kicked off the new year by legally selling the drug. So high, in fact, that some stores are reportedly tight on inventory, while over in New York, state officials are ready to loosen their own grip on marijuana laws. Here on the booming business of bud is Medbox CEO Dr. Bruce Bedrick. Thanks so much for joining us. What do you make of what's going on in Colorado? What does it tell us about the future everywhere else?
Well, first of all, thanks for having me back, Melissa. It's good to be here. And I think the big take home here is that pot, medical marijuana, recreational marijuana is here. It's tangible. You can taste it, feel it, touch it. And I think mentally, emotionally, and psychologically, it's significant not just for the people who utilize the medicine, but for everybody in the country. It represents people's rights, freedoms, you name it. And it certainly represents people feeling better. And how do you really put a price tag on feeling better?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I don't want you to get too far down that road, because there's feeling better and feeling stoned. I mean, it's for recreational use. I mean, it's like advocating people go out and use alcohol, or some say it's even worse. I don't really want to get into that debate so much as the money. What does it mean for your business? Because it does seem like, as we see this going on in Colorado, that New York closely afterwards says that they are loosening their standards. Where do you think it's coming next? How pervasive is it in the near term?
Well, I can tell you it's coming next in Massachusetts, it's coming to Illinois, it's coming to Nevada, and it's also coming to Canada. And in fact, in Canada, it's going to be federally recognized. So we have a little bit of catching up to do in Canada, but it's coming literally everywhere. In terms of Medbox, Medbox is clearly the leader in the space, and the opportunities within the industry of marijuana are multifold. People have to understand that it's really not just about growing and selling the medicine. There is a tremendous amount of ancillary businesses, from brands that make edibles where you can infuse products, to technology, which is what our strong point is. And so we have all of the opportunities inside this industry to be very, very large businesses unto themselves. And in terms of Medbox, as the leader of the industry, if we continue on the business path that we are, we can roll these all up.
I don't want to run out of time. I want to explain to people in case they don't know exactly what your business is. I mean, Medbox is a dispensary. It looks like a vending machine, but it's actually not a vending machine that normal people can go up to and get marijuana out of. It's behind the counter at a pharmacy that doctors, would have access to, or whoever was dispensing it. I mean, where have you been selling into?
It's more than just a piece of technology. What we've created essentially is the most successful marijuana consulting practice in the industry as well. So we have the safest, most secure, most legally compliant technology to store, inventory, control, and dispense the medication. And on top of that, we are also the most successful consultants. So we match investors and entrepreneurs with opportunities in the medical marijuana industry.
What is it that you're advising them about?
We advise them everything about rules and regulations, about how to operate their business, about being in compliance. And it's not just investors and other organizations, but it's also governmental affairs as well.
So what do you think about what's happening with the prices in Colorado? I mean, what would you tell clients out there? I mean, they've doubled just in the past week since the opening of this market. I mean, how would you tell them to manage and deal with that?
It's excitement. Right now, it's about excitement. It's not about that we tell them to manage anything. I think nobody really expected the overwhelming support and the overwhelming interest from the general public. And I think this, once again, it's become very real, and that's the psychological aspect for a lot of people.
Yeah. All right, Bruce, thank you so much for coming on the show. We appreciate it. Good luck to you. And I know your stock has been on a tear. Congratulations.
Thank you, Melissa.
All right.
It's nice to see you. Thank you.
So that E-Trade